All right, we're back at it again with another Nam Studios podcast. Today, I'm with my good friend Aja Campbell,
Hi.
strength and conditioning coach extraordinaire
Oh, wow.
at TMLA. And what gym are you at right now?
Right now, I'm working at a girls operating out of a gym called Corbel Fit.
Corbell Fit. And they moved. They were originally in Queens Village.
They're originally in Queens Village in like the Jamaica area, and now we're moving to Valley Stream. So we're gonna be
Okay.
Long Island.
Long Island Valley Stream. That's right here. You should
Yeah.
check out. There's another gym literally right down the block. They remind me of Corbell Fit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're literally in the strip mall down the block. I need to get their name and get them for
I
you.
wonder if I know them.
Yeah, they're
like
CrossFit slash
High Rocks.
High Rocks vibe. Look
Yeah.
at you.
Sorry.
Let's start with that.
We can start with that.
Well, before we start with that, tell us a little bit about like you, what you do, how you got here before we get into like the tea.
Cool. So we know each other from CrossFit.
Yeah.
So I can't really roll my eyes too hard at CrossFit or High Rocks because it's like they're like brothers from the same, family. But we started in CrossFit. I CrossFitted for a while. I was a publicist out of college, and then switched careers, became a CrossFit coach, decided I wanted to pursue coaching full time, just not in the CrossFit space. I wanted a little bit of a different direction, and I wanted to work with teams and specialize in performance enhancement. So I became a certified strength and conditioning specialist. Started working at the Mary Louise Academy, TMLA, which is actually how your wife and I know each other, because it's a small world. And so I serve as a strength and conditioning coach there at the high school. I coach all the teams. And then I also run a diploma designated program for sports medicine. So basically, any of the students that are interested in pursuing a career in sports medicine, they can go through this course and they can exit, with some knowledge about sports medicine.
That is
And
awesome.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I remember when you first started at TMLA, you were just like an interim coach or something like that.
Yep.
And now look at you, you're like running all the programs. You're
Yes.
teaching a course, like an accredited course. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a little bits of a glow up, and I love it. I love it there. I love the athletes I get to work with. Being an alum is really special because I feel like it's part of my legacy, and I get to influence young women because for those that don't know, it's a single gender school. So I get to influence young women to feel confident and comfortable in the weight room and lifting weights and getting stronger. And I get to influence women to come into the sports medicine and sports science spaces, which need women. So.
And how long have you been teaching in that course for?
This is going to be my 8th year going into September.
So you've seen girls start from in your course, probably finish their undergraduate already.
Yeah.
And what have you seen?
I've seen girls pursue athletic training. I've seen girls pursue coaching. I've seen girls go into PT school. So it's been really amazing. And hopefully they'll be able to come back and do what I'm doing down the line if they feel like it fits into like their journey. But it's been really rewarding in that respect because most of these girls didn't even know what sports medicine was before they started the program or like what careers were available to them. And now they're representing in those careers. So it's
anybody in
really
the WNBA yet? Or NBA? MNBA, like you said?
The MNBA. Not yet, but I feel optimistic.
Okay.
I feel very optimistic. I might see some of my athletes in the WNBA in the next, 5 to 7 years, which would be really cool, like astounding.
That's amazing. And I remember when we first met each other, we first started CrossFit. Like, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people, like, who I bumped into recently who was on the podcast, Justin Abrams.
Yes.
I bumped into him recently. He was on a couple of months ago. But I feel like you're probably the most consistent person out of that time of my life who is still getting it in the gym.
Thank you.
Like, you still posting videos, still posting your morning coffee vids.
Thanks.
You're still and I'm sure partly it's because you're teaching sports medicine, so you have to
Yeah.
like, you gotta like
Walk
put
the
your money
walk.
where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Absolutely. Like, and also I coach athletes outside of the school.
uh,
So I coach general population all the way up to professional athletes.
mhm,
So like I need to not look, it's not like about looking a certain way. It's about being able to demonstrate movements. It's about being able
mhm,
to get up and go and be going all day. Like you know how it
yeah,
is when you're going all day.
yeah.
It's stamina for that too. So
How do you find the time for all that? I mean,
mm,
not to just get up in the morning to do this, but and train yourself, but train other people. But you also like cook and you're nutrition conscious. And it's like, I could do the same thing, but then I get home at night, I am not cooking. Like, I am putting something in the air fryer, like the chicken nuggets, the frozen chicken nuggets or something. But like, you are a Trader Joe's junkie.
I love it.
You always like
Still
give
waiting for
some,
my sponsorship.
yeah, yeah, Trader Joe's.
If
They
you're
usually need the
listening.
sponsorship.
Um, some days I don't do it all, so
Yeah.
I don't want to make it seem like I do it all every day. Um, I'm a creature of habit. I'm not always motivated, and I tell my athletes this, like where motivation ends, discipline picks up. And
Mhm,
for me, it's just about, creating the habits and the systems that so if my habits do kind of
mhm,
venture off track, I have the systems in place
mhm.
to pick up, kind of like the generator if the
Yeah.
power goes out. But there are some days that I order sushi and I sit on my couch and I turn on Love Island and I just like chill out. Or there are days where I've overloaded my schedule
Mhm,
and now I'm becoming more comfortable with saying to clients, like when it's appropriate, not like leaving them hanging, but saying, like, hey, I think I have a little too much on my plate. Like, can we reschedule? And
yeah.
like most of the time, people are very cool about that
It's
because
like,
we're all
yes.
humans, and they're probably like on their couch, like, oh my god, thank God, you know. And just I think when you're a coach, I don't have kids, so we're taking that out of the equation. I have a small dog
Mhm,
who takes up a lot less time than a child, but is still a responsibility. And it's just being able to find ways to pour into my cup,
mhm,
because a lot of what I do is pouring into other people's cups
mhm.
and being, the fixer, the helper, the
Yeah,
backup, the guide.
yeah,
So when I get home, like I don't talk to anyone. I just like make dinner, sit on my couch,
yeah.
kind of like
Just
veg, and
yeah,
then I go to bed.
yeah. I feel that.
I
I feel
don't
that.
I don't go out to like parties. I don't do a lot of events.
When it has to be a special occasion. It has to be a special occasion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you have very strong feelings about like just women of color in the space as you're navigating it. When it comes to nutrition, the way people work out, like how are you teaching these young women about like all these things that just seem that you yourself or just people of a certain type have to battle?
Yeah, that's a good question because I coach. Mary Lewis is a predominantly white institution. It's still considered a PWI,
That's
even
crazy
though,
because I see on your stories, I just see
yeah,
like girls of color.
there's so much mixture.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, like that's what it's still considered.
yeah.
I think that that's changing, which I love to see. It's definitely changed a lot since I've been there.
Mhm,
I happen to work very closely with the basketball team, which is predominantly young women of color.
mhm,
So, you know, I think there's not really like too much of a separation in the way that I coach generally
mhm,
young women because you're a young woman, you deserve to be in this space, you deserve to feel empowered, and I want to teach you how to empower yourself and one another. It's more on an individual aspect when I'm coaching, especially if I'm coaching an athlete of color, to ask questions, to advocate for themselves. What does that look like? Um, you know, when to speak up. There's usually not a time that's not good for you to speak up, especially if you're a kid, you're
yeah,
learning. So like that's the perfect time to speak up because even if you fall into a category where like it's quote unquote wrong, like it's a learning experience.
yeah.
Um, I think just teaching young women how to advocate for themselves and do it. I like doing it across the board because we all need each other. You know, women of color especially need allies in all spaces. And women who are not women of color need to be not directed, but they need to know how to be an ally. You know, like, so, because they go hand in hand.
That's interesting you say that, because on my 30, I don't. This happened just another episode ago. I don't remember if I'm 37 or 38, but or
That's
36.
crazy.
I don't.
You don't remember, like, for real?
Well, the math in my head is I'm 88. So what does that make me? 36.
You're 36.
36. There you go.
Congratulations. Congratulations on being 36.
That's all to say that literally within the past year or two, I just started advocating for myself. Something clicked in me to be like, you know what? I'm going to have the audacity to say these things that I feel like I should say and do. And it's been working really well for me. So to hear that you're teaching someone who is 14, 15, 16, that is amazing, because I wish people pushed that more on me when I was 14, 15, 16.
Same.
It might be somewhere totally different. Even though I like where I am right now, it might be somewhere totally different.
You never know.
Yeah.
And it feels liberating to advocate for yourself, and you know, that's something that you're passing down to your kids too. So
when's the last time you had to advocate for yourself?
I mean, it's on a consistent daily basis.
That's wild to say. To feel like you have to advocate for yourself daily.
We all do, especially as people of color. Like, there are little moments that you don't even think that you're advocating for yourself, and you are. You know, asserting yourself in a conversation, not letting people talk over you, especially as a woman in my field, which is predominantly male, predominantly white, like showing up to events and, you know, raising my hand and just asking a question is advocating for myself, because there are so many people that would just sit there and take it all in, which is fine if that's your like preferred method. But I think advocacy happens every day through the little actions that you commit to and bring you closer to yourself and like your purpose and your passion. So it's just constant.
Okay. And before I get into like the CrossFit High Rocks talk,
little Birdman, like
the one thing that you mentioned was like, and you totally don't give this off. Maybe it's like a fake it till you make it, but you're just like, you consider yourself awkward.
I'm so awkward. You know I am.
I know you are.
You know I am.
I've known you for a really long time. I know you are, but you don't give, like, I know you, but like on a surface level, when people see you, they don't see that. Like, that's why I say fake it till you make it. Like,
fake it till you make it.
That's like, literally just
that's hack. That's it. You see who you want to be.
Yeah.
Like the person that you envision, the person that you want to be, and you just act like that person. I think I'm giving, you know, like, I don't know if I'm giving away like, you know,
it's not secret, but literally fake it till you make it is a real thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
And some of the most accomplished people that I think are looked up to have said like, oh, I just faked it till I made it. I just believed I was that person until I was.
It's like manifestation.
I get,
the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
And even in habit building, you don't say like, I want to do this. You say like, I want to become the type of person that wakes up and has 20 ounces of water. Like I'm picking a very arbitrary, simple thing.
Yeah.
But you know, if you can see yourself being that person every day, then that becomes who you are. Yeah. And it's like, now I do drink 20 ounces of water when I wake up. I'm very proud of that because I was a dehydrated bitch. Like, and
I think about when we were in not high school, like elementary school, and we used to like just in class have to go to the water fountain. Now my kids, they have a water bottle with them at all times. So I'm like, damn, like you guys are hydrated like, what's compared to me.
Yeah, they walk around. The girls walk around with all of their Hydro Flasks, their
Stanleys.
Oh my god!
My daughter has like 3. She got like 3 for her last birthday in different colors.
I'm not even gonna hate on it because drink your water, girl. Like,
especially in like 90, 100 degre weather where it's like this right now.
There's no ozone layer.
Yeah.
Today's sun is not yesterday's sun. Like,
I like that.
It's different.
All right, so let's talk about your beef with CrossFit.
Okay, let's talk about it.
And High Rocks. I mean, we started there. That's where we started. I
We
feel like, did you
did.
start like your workout, like career lifestyle there in
I
CrossFit?
did.
Yes.
Okay, so I owe a lot to CrossFit. I met really good people,
Yeah.
yourself included, doing CrossFit. I came into the CrossFit space after it wasn't like a really dark time in my life. I had like broken up with a person I was with for a long time. I
Yeah.
was out of shape. I was in my 20s. CrossFit helped me recognize weightlifting. It helped me recognize that I enjoyed being strong and, outside of the aesthetic
Mhm.
portion of working out, enjoyed like the community aspect and all that. It also helped me realize my love for coaching.
Mhm.
Okay. Now that I've said all that, I was in a space, I was coaching at a gym in Long Island.
Uh-huh.
It was not my community. Some of the people were very nice, but it was not my community.
Yeah.
I was the only coach of color. I was the only woman of color on the coaching staff.
Okay.
It was very loud in terms of like, I wasn't part of this community.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the feeling that can sometimes come out of these spaces that are meant to inspire community. Is it like that across the board? Absolutely not. There are some great CrossFits out there.
Mhm.
I also realized that I wanted to take coaching for myself to a different level. Like I said, I credit CrossFit with teaching me how to weightlift, but at the same time, there were some like glaring issues with the programming
Mhm.
and the way that things were executed that I just didn't agree with. And the more I learned about strength and conditioning, the more I learned about biomechanics,
Mhm.
physiology, all of that stuff, the less sense
Mhm.
some of the aspects of CrossFit made to me.
Okay.
So I don't hate CrossFit. I have a lot of love for CrossFit. I think that if you're a coach or you're a person that does CrossFit, if you feel really accepted and good in that community and you feel like you're getting a lot out of it, that's the goal,
Yeah.
right? But for me, it was like, I don't think doing snatches at high reps, like everyone should be doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody should be doing kipping pull-ups without mastering
The regular pull.
regular strict
Sure,
pull-ups.
yeah.
I don't think that everybody, I just saw something where CrossFit said that you should not eat sugar. And I'm like, what? Like all sugar? Now,
Like I can't have an apple.
You can't have like fruit, I think anything that takes something to an extreme is unhealthy.
Mhm.
Can be unhealthy.
Yeah.
I don't want to piss anybody off and like have people coming for me.
Yeah, but that's all to say that not only have you been an accredited CrossFit coach, I think you're in NASM, NSCA certified,
Yeah.
and you have a plethora of other strength coaching accreditations. Like I remember I was watching you for a while. You were just going back to back to back, or maybe you were just studying for one a really long time.
It was the CSCS exam.
Okay.
So the CSCS exam is the exam for strength coaches. Like if you want to take strength coaching to the college or pro level, you have to have it's certified strength and conditioning specialist.
Yeah.
And it's certified through the NSCA. So it's considered like the gold standard.
Yeah.
The test has like a 70% fail rate.
That's
It's
crazy.
something crazy. And like, it's a really hard exam. You take it, you don't get a calculator. It's done in front of like in one of those testing centers. And I was going into taking this exam without having an undergrad in exercise science or physiology. So I had to take like biomechanics. I had to take physics as an adult in my 20s, which I do not recommend to anyone because you want to feel bad about life. Take physics as a 25-year-old.
Well, you have like 18-year-olds.
Like what? So it took me like a year and a half to study for the exam.
Okay.
So that's probably like, and I documented everything because I was like, this is crazy.
But you passed.
I did. I
First
passed.
try?
Second try.
Okay.
I passed there's two parts. I passed the applied performance part on the first try. I failed the exercise science part. I remember by like 3 points.
Oh, that must have
Which
pissed
was,
you off.
I was devastated. And my mentor at the time, I remember calling him and being like, I passed the second part, but I didn't pass the first part. He's like, oh my God, but you did great. Like most people that are taking this are PTs are like already in, you know,
Yeah.
like they've gone to college and graduated with like their masters and they can't pass it. And
Yeah.
you came this close. So like, just do it again. And I
Yeah.
did. And my goal as a Mary Lewis alum
Mhm.
was not just to pass the exam. It was to pass the exam with a really good mark. And I
Okay.
did the
Okay.
second time.
That's
So
awesome.
I was
So when can we expect you in the NBA, WNBA, NFL?
working on it. I'm working on it.
Are you really working on it?
It's a dream of mine to work in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Specifically, like, I love the Liberty.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, I would take any opportunity. So if anybody's listening,
That's your camera right there.
if anybody's listening, Aces, Liberty, Sparks, like I'm here.
And
I would even work for the Fever.
and it is like it's just meant to be only because your name is Aja, just like
Aja Wilson. Aja, and we're named after the same Steely Dan album.
Oh, wow.
So her parents, because I read her book, this is how invested I am. I read her book, and her parents named her after the same album that I was named after,
Okay.
except they added an apostrophe so that people would say her name correctly,
Yeah.
which I guess helps because everybody mispronounces my name.
What did it say your name?
Aja. Or if you're Spanish, Aja.
That's a good one.
Aja.
Aja Campbell.
Aja
I think
Campbell.
I'm just gonna call you that from now on.
Go for it.
Okay, so like intermittent fasting, is that something you're with or?
I used to intermittently fast.
Okay.
Back when I didn't know anything. Great for men. It
Mhm.
works for men. It doesn't work so well for women.
Mhm.
And I say doesn't work so well in the terms of you'll still lose weight because what you're doing essentially is putting yourself into a caloric deficit.
Mhm.
So if your goal is weight loss, a lot of people are like, but wait, it worked for me. I lost weight. Yes, you will lose weight. But also we as women are different than men.
Mhm.
We have a lot of physiological differences. A lot having to do with our hormones. So the idea, and to simplify it, make it really, really simple, women don't perform well in a low energy availability state. So like when
Okay.
we're not fed, we don't perform as well as when we are fed.
That's why you guys get hangry.
That's probably why we figured it out. But especially, you know, when you wake up, your cortisol is high, and cortisol is not a bad hormone. We need it, you know. That's how we wake up. Like when you automatically wake up at a certain time, that's your cortisol waking you up. But what you don't want to do, obviously stress can raise your cortisol levels. And so if you're not eating, you're stressing your body out. Then you're also working out. On top of that, maybe you're doing aerobic activity, you're doing cardio, or you're doing resistance training, and you're not fed. So for women, it can have an effect long-term on their hormones and kind of throw them out of whack. And this isn't for every single woman, but a lot of women, they've noticed through research that there are trends where it's throwing women's hormones out of whack.
Okay.
And causing sleep disturbances, causing weight gain. There are so many things, and you can look them up. Anyone who's interested of what hormone imbalances can cause. And it's any woman who has dealt with hormone imbalances knows how hard it is to correct them.
Yeah.
And that we have a whole wellness industry that's just like waiting to jump on women like, oh, your cortisol's high, take this, do this.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no magic pill. It's, you know,
Just eating healthy.
it might
eating
even be
well.
working with an endocrinologist, which I am not, you know? So I try to like give people the very broken down version of why I don't fast. And I don't recommend that to my clients or athletes. I think that people, especially women, should work out in a fed state. We don't pull muscle glycogen and carbohydrate stores the same way that men do. So we kind of need to introduce nutrients in order to be able for our bodies to use them for energy, for fuel.
Yeah.
So having like a banana, everybody and all the teenagers, they don't like to eat before they work out. They don't like to eat breakfast. I remember being like the hungriest teenager you'll ever find.
Yeah.
They don't eat, and it's crazy to me. And I'm just like, just have a fucking banana. Like, just have a banana. So like waking up, if I'm gonna work out in the morning, I like the Chobani drinkable yogurts.
Okay.
I'll
love
have
those.
that with like some fruit.
Yeah.
Something light so I could still work out, and then I'll eat again after.
Yeah.
But getting something, maybe like 30 grams of carbohydrate, if you're someone that needs a number, 30 grams seems to be like that sweet spot to give yourself enough energy to do, whether you're doing interval training, whether you're doing resistance, especially if you're doing resistance or interval training, like you need some gas in the tank.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like protein after.
Okay. So just eat well, guys.
Just eat. Like you don't,
Just eat.
there's been no proven benefits for working out in a fasted state.
That is very true. So okay, so you come home from work, you have got everybody through their strength and conditioning.
Yes.
And you had mentioned to me, you were like, do you watch Love Island? I do not watch Love Island.
I'm addicted to this damn show.
What is it about?
So it's so bad. It's so bad. So basically they send these like beautiful single people with perfect bodies. Nobody doesn't have a perfect body on Love Island.
Okay.
They send them to this villa in Fiji to meet other singles and like form a connection. And there are challenges that are like hypersexualized.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's a little bit of drama and it's just something I can have on the background.
So it's like this generation's version of Real World.
Kind
Road
of,
rules.
yes. Except that, except they are like meant to couple up. And then I guess the couple at the end wins like money.
Okay.
And people get voted off.
Okay.
So it's just been incredible. It's almost
so
been like a
much.
social experiment because to also watch people talk about these individuals online. And I don't know if you know this, Theo, but sometimes people online can be really mean.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So watching them talk about these people, like they're not going to come out of this show and be able to read everything that's being said about them is kind of wild because it's like, I don't have it in me to like bully someone online.
Yeah.
Or in person, like, but people just get so comfortable. I think our society is so comfortable with saying things that they would, never say to someone's face.
Yeah.
Like, you would never say that to someone's face.
I think, and then the people who do say it to people's faces just don't understand the consequences of
No.
what happens after that.
You didn't calculate those consequences, my friend. But it's you know, it's like trash TV. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
And when I do get home, like you said, I get home, I'm tired. I'm, you know, I've been dealing with people all day. Like, I just want to sit and like eat.
And watch
Love Island.
brain rot.
Yes, yes.
Which is kind of funny because my 8-year-old is now like, I know all the Italian brain rot. I'm like, what the fuck is Italian brain? I feel so
What's
old.
Italian brain rot?
I don't know. It's something these
Is
kids...
it different than American brain rot?
You guys probably know what Italian brain...
What's Italian brain rot?
Like they came up with these like this weird set of memes. It's like AI memes. It's really weird.
Is there like French brain rot?
See, Italian brain rot. That's what my 8 and 10-year-old now realize. Mackenzie and Aurelia. Huh? A plot?
And like 10 characters.
Oh, now I have homework to do because
And
what's Italian brain rot?
And you remember when they were born, they're 10 and 8.
That's crazy.
They're 10 and 8. They come here on the weekends. I pay them $20 each to vacuum and clean the
That's
studio.
adorable.
I'm trying to break this generational curse.
Of working for free?
Put them on payroll. But anyway, Italian brain rot. They say stuff like skibbity. I don't know what that means.
That seems to be something like it's not like high school, but it's like my best friend has 2 kids and she's like, they've been saying skibbity. I don't understand it.
Yeah, they're like, what the skibbity? And
then we look it up and I'm like, I still don't understand.
And now I feel like my parents was just like,
what are you talking about?
they're
Speak
like,
English.
and they're like, you wouldn't understand. Obviously,
because you just made it up. You just made it up. You don't understand.
Yes, but my daughter, it was her birthday. June 9th was her birthday.
Aww.
And
Gemini.
She's the wild one, the crazy one. And she got a little Build-A-Bear.
Aww.
And it was a little Build-A-Bear with like a little jacket. It has a fitted and it has Tim's on. She got boots for it.
It's a New York Queens Build-A-Bear.
That's what I was saying. And funny enough, okay, so this happened just last weekend. So no, she got the Build-A-Bear a while ago, but we came here last weekend because I need to like clean something up. And so she named her bear Chocolate or something. I was like, that bear's name is Bacon and Cheese.
Bacon and cheese.
And then she's like, what? I'm like, that bear's name is Bacon and Cheese. Salt, pepper, ketchup. She's like,
one word.
Yes. And she was
One
like, what
word.
do you mean? So we come here last weekend and we come here early. It was like 9 or 10 a.m. And so I was like, I'll get you breakfast at the deli next door. So we go next door and I'm like, what do you guys want? They're like, can we get they're like, I don't know. And then there's 2 ladies in front of us ordering, and the guy's writing down. He's like, bacon and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. They looked at me like, they're like, did you learn that here? And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, you don't believe me. It's a New York
It's a
thing.
culture.
It's if you're from New York, you know, bacon and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup.
That's
He's
it.
wearing Tim's. And then my other daughter, she's like, I'm not a New Yorker. She goes, I'm a Queenser.
Okay, I will accept that.
I was like, okay, I'll accept that one.
We'll accept that.
I'm a Queens. I was like repping Queens.
Find out queens and queens, you know? So
But we got to get out of here. So where can everybody find you if they want to get trained? Are you taking new clients?
I am taking new clients.
Are you doing, you do in person? Do you do like workout plans and everything as well?
All of the above. I do in person, I do remote, I do hybrid, which is like a little bit of both. Like we'll meet once a week and then I'll give you a program to do at your gym.
Yeah.
I do virtual for some people. Not everybody's a good candidate for that, but people can find me at Aja Campbell 21, AJACAMPBELL 21 on Instagram. That's probably the best way to like get in contact with me. Asia at attagirlny.com is my email. And you could always visit attagirlny.com.
Awesome. And next time I go to Saratoga, I might have to make sure you're up with me because I heard that's your hood.
I love Saratoga. I love my family in Saratoga.
Awesome. Thanks, Asia.
Thanks for having me.